New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
I am muted. I'm not muted anymore. Good morning to you and welcome to morning prayers here on New Thought Media Network. My name is Laura Topper. I'm based here in the UK and I feel so grateful to be live streaming in right now to share a prayer with you on this glorious, glorious day. Sun shining here. It's later on in the afternoon. And I know if it's for you, if it's earlier in the morning, then you have the day ahead of you. And it is a beautiful day, really is, whatever the weather is doing and whatever is going on in our circumstance. Because I know that when we turn to prayer, spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer, which is what we use here, it's what I use as a spiritual practitioner. And I know many of us use this form of prayer where we know that there is one all-giving, all-knowing, all-powerful presence, this one indivisible presence that is the presence of all potential. And that as individualized units of consciousness, we as human beings have the ability, we're enabled to tap into this power and this presence. And we do this through prayer, through spiritual mind treatment. And when we're using spiritual mind treatment to its fullest capacity, and really knowing with conviction that there is no separation, that we are one with everything, unified, that we are not begging in our prayers, we're not beseeching, we are knowing. We are knowing it to be true. We are knowing it to be done already. And so welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are just joining now, I'm going to put a banner up so that we can, everyone can see where we are. Yes, there we are. And welcome in. Hi, Cynthia. Maybe I'll put your banner up. That would be good to show that for a while. Welcome, Cynthia. God and glorious day. God morning to you. Tuning in from Anchorage, Alaska. Wow, I love it that we are just so connected here and so global here on New Thought Media Network. You know, there really is no separation. So welcome in, Cynthia. We're going to pray together. I just wanted to share a little bit before, just from this 5 Steps of Treatment by John Waterhouse, Dr. John Waterhouse, and he talks about spirit being omnipresent everywhere. We remember this in our prayer, in our spiritual mind treatment, that spirit is everywhere, everywhere, as everything. We cannot divide it and separate it and say it's here, but it isn't there, and it's there, and it isn't here. It's everywhere, expressing through. And spirit is all-knowing. Oh, yes, spirit is the wisdom, the intelligence. It knows as it knows as it knows. And this all-knowingness of spirit demonstrates that all-knowingness and intelligence dwells in the mind of God. Wow, that's powerful. And then spirit is omnipotent, all-powerful, and all potential there. The potentiality is infinite in its possibilities. So when we go into prayer, we know that we are not begging for a maybe or a what if or it might happen and I'm just holding on there on the edge. Oh no, we're going in with that knowing of spirit as omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. We are going into prayer with that knowing. So it takes courage, it takes bravery, boldness, and a conviction in our hearts to know that we're praying from this truth. So let's do this now. If there is anything in particular that you would like me to speak into prayer, please add it into the chat right now. Cynthia or Wayne, if there's something that you'd like me to hold in prayer, please add it in now, and I can speak on that in the spiritual mind treatment that we're going to sit in for the next 10 minutes. Anything in particular? If not, then I'm going to continue with well-being, with glorious well-being and the knowing of well-being in our hearts and in our minds, that this wellspring of well-being and vitality is who we are. It is always here, and it is a part, it is the part of us that we know that is always here, this well-being, as we're held in this consciousness of vitality. This is what we are praying for today. And Uncle Brad, he's just had a major surgery there. So we're going to know well-being and vitality and love. There we go. Love-based thinking will rise like a wellspring. So let's pray for your Uncle Brad, Cynthia. Absolutely, you've tuned in at the right time here. And for love and well-being for every sentient being on this planet. Let's go for it here and now. So I'm inviting you to sit comfortably or be comfortable. You might want to stand. That's okay too. Just be comfortable and know that you're in a quiet space, a safe space, where you can close your eyes and open your heart. That's what we're doing right now. We're opening up to the infinite. And I know that this infinite is the one power, the one presence, the one love that is everything, everywhere. It is the knowledge, it is the wisdom, it is the power. It is the all-givingness. It is inexhaustible. Oh yes, and it is changeless. It is the thing itself, as I know that it is back of everything, pulsating through as this experience of life. And it shows up in its infiniteness as possibilities. And I know that in the mind of the divine, that the potential for all possibilities is here right now. And as I breathe into this with gratitude, relax into this knowing, I know that God, Spirit, the divine, source, love, the creative intelligence, infinite intelligence, whatever it is we choose to label it as, I know that it is the essence, this ineffable essence that truly cannot be pinned down by a word, a name, or a label. And as I breathe into this, I know that I'm communing with this because I am one with this. I am one with this. I unite with this power, with this presence. And it is emulating through me. It is expressing through me in my individuality, in the unique expression that I am. This is the divine showing up as me. So I know I am one with this. And as I open my heart and open my mind and my awareness in consciousness to lift higher to that greater knowing of this divine presence that I am, and that we each are, that you are, that Cynthia is, that Wayne is, that Uncle Brad is, that New Thought Media Network is, that everybody listening now or that may be listening later is a part of this one indivisible God, presence, power, life, and love. And as I realize this more and more in my mind and in my heart, I know that there is this incredible supply of well-being, of health, vitality, of love. And I know that as we each lift and rise up to the knowing of this in our own hearts, that we touch that we are able to live from that vitality, that knowing of high vitality that is here because it is in my mind, it is in your mind, it is in the mind of the divine. There is infinite potential and possibility, and there is no limit to what we can reach or know of ourselves. And so I see us each lifting up and rising up and touching base with that knowing that each cell in our bodies knows its place, knows what it has to do. Each cell is communicating with other cells. That within our bodies, each organ, each system is absolutely aligned and attuned with what it is doing. And our bodies know how to stay in that high level of vitality, health, and healing. And so what I know is that for anybody that is going through a process, a procedure, an operation, any form of health recovery right now, that includes Cynthia's uncle, I know that for their highest and best, they know this too of themselves. And I know that Cynthia knows this of her uncle, that she sees him in this high light, this high vitality, this high well-being. And I know that as I know this, and as Cynthia knows this, and that as her uncle knows this, each of us know this. Every sentient being on this planet, lift up, rise up to a deeper, clearer knowing of who we truly, truly are. And we are held in that by the mind of God, in the mind of God, by God. We are held in that as love. And so I know that as we each open our hearts to accepting and receiving the truth of who we are, that we live from that template, that we live from the potential, that we live from that diamond light, that shining light of God, the fullness of God that is shining through each of us right now in this moment. And as I breathe this in, I remind myself of who I am. And I remind myself of how grateful I am to be here now, to be on this beautiful network, to be connecting with spirit souls around the world, to know that we each are here expressing ourselves in our uniqueness as the divine presence. And I'm so grateful to know that as we lift up and open up to being more fully, to showing up more fully, to living more fully in that magnificence, in that light, as that light, that our lives become fulfilled, they become meaningful, they become the love. So we are each on this journey of unfolding. And I know that it is right that wherever we are on that journey, to be here right now in prayer is perfect. As I speak my words into the one mind of God, and I let them go, knowing that this vitality, love, well-being, health, healing, this is the ripple that I speak into the one mind with intention, with clarity, with conviction. Oh yes, with conviction and with faith, because I know that this is done. I know that this is done, and so I can let go, because I know that God has this. And as the words are seeded and planted and rooted and flourish, I know that that ripple has an incredible effect. And this I let go of as I witness it's happening right now. And so join me, if you like, as we come to the letting go and the ending of this and the knowing of the new beginning. And we just say simply, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And when you're ready, open your eyes, because I know that this prayer is done. And I'm so grateful to be here and that you are here right now. Ty, hi, great to be with you. Wayne, warriors come out to play. That's what we do here on New Thought Media Network. I love that. I'm going to put that in here. Warriors come out to play. Yes, and we are spiritual warriors. And being a warrior is not a form of aggression. No, it's conviction. It's knowing what we believe in and knowing what we stand for and knowing our truth and staying in that truth and being that truth and knowing that we are becoming that. This is a process. So I feel so blessed that I get to be here with you and pray like this, knowing the truth like this. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Wayne, for being the spirit souls that you are. And until next time on New Thought Media Network, there is another show after this, so tune straight in. I think Rev Melissa is on now, shining her light. So tune in, stay here on New Thought Media Network, because there's lots more to embrace in your heart. And if you like this and you feel pulled to share and be a part of the consciousness giving, then leave your love offering here on the link below on the New Thought Media Network piece of writing that is under this post. With so much love and blessings to you. Until next time, have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. Yeah, video on.
New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment.